Welcome back, mothers. I guess my microphone is connected now. I don't know if my microphone is connected or if it's my headset. I'll find out in a second. So if the volume is a little wonky, forgive me. My Bluetooth connected my ear while I also have the microphone connected. So I don't know which one is picking up the audio. But I was asking for not for this at this moment, but I kept saying prior to this, I want to know if I'll be able to use this headset to do recordings as well, and if the audio would pick up. So I kind of asked for this. What better way to find out while I'm recording, right? But it will require me to go back and listen. So that's a message in itself. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. I'm sure y'all wouldn't mind, but yeah, that's a message in itself. Whatever you have been asking or wondering about, seems like the answers are about to be coming to you if they aren't already here. It just won't be coming in a way that you expect. You'll have to be observant. So observing yourself, observing the room, observing the situation, and then asking yourself critical questions. Not what does this mean? But it's kind of like, well, damn, that is my answer. All right, let's see. Energy reading for my mothers. Anxiety. Don't let it get to your head. We play for keeps. I'm hearing, Mama, I promised you I won't fold. I wouldn't fold. Okay. Mama knows. Mama prayed for me so I won't fold. Walking 10 toes. I be paranoid, but nobody knows. All right. So you could be training your children through the way that you handle anxiety to hide it. You know what I'm saying? They call them functioning depressed people, functioning stressed out people. Maybe praying for your children here. This is also my cards of you are trying to move away in secret, move out, move away in secret. You've reached a breaking point. And I feel like all the sacrifices that you were enduring them because you wanted something to make it, so that way, you know how you as mothers would be wanting our kids to grow up in a good home or in a 2-parent home. We want to give them their best shot. Okay, I feel like whatever your children will deal with in the future, the odds that are stacked up against them, it's going to prepare them for the greatness over their lives, not for the ones that you experience. So if you may be saying, I don't want them to have to deal with this, I don't want them to have to deal with that, or this is something that I had, or they are being prepared for their greatness. They're being prepared for their century. You're not going to be here when cars are flying. So do you think they need to master how to drive your automatics, or do they need to know about aerodynamics, or do they need to know about or do they need expansion? Do they need growth? Do they need the limitations or the struggles that have been oppressed upon you to prepare them for their future? All right, these are the things. So if you're in a situation, because I think if we evaluate the character that showed up, the spirit brought upon me, um, on the journey of Christopher Maurice Brown. Gotta love him. If we observe it, he had a stepfather. The stepfather was abusive, denies it. The mother dealt with it. Okay. But essentially, let's say she decided to stay with the stepfather, or she decided to stay with that person. That environment wasn't going to sustain the person that maybe needed the first half of that experience. Not saying that they wouldn't pick up certain bad behaviors or not know how to manage their anger, but having the first part of those experiences, when they have to fight that energy themselves, they'll know the difference of what the monster they could become versus the option that they have to be different. So I think another great movie for that would be Shang-Chi. I think that's what it's called. His dad was a demon. His mom was an angel. And when he was trying to figure out how to be perfect, she told him, "You're already perfect. You'll only know how to access your gift or access your ability when you accept that you are both demon and angel. Until that happens, one aspect of you will be running away from the other. But when you integrate both of them, when you need to be a demon, you'll be a demon. When you need to be an angel, you'll need to be an angel. And in the great extremes of both, you'll be able to find the balance to reel it in when you feel as if when you let it out." So I feel like whatever you're worried about, if you're stressing over how you're going to get in your car, move away, never look back, it hurts your womb. I feel like it hurts your womb. It hurts your mind thinking about this. But it's like, if I don't leave, I'm not going to be able to face life after I'm done with this person. After this person done with me, I'm not already unrecognizable to myself, but I'm not going to be able to live or face life. So let's see. If that's you, darling. Okay. You're worried about not having the funds, not having the means, all these different things, right? And you're like, "Damn, I feel like I feel like someone playing me. I feel like X, Y, and Z." With balance here, whatever you're worried about, 6, 7, you have a angel coming in to calm your raging storms and bring some peace of mind to you. I do feel as if this could be a community outreach, right, with the Ten of Pentacles that deals with dysfunctional situations. I'm also seeing possibly filing of bankruptcy, being able to get a loan. So it feels like what you need to know is there's going to be a huge loss. Things are going to be balanced out. And a new job, having some money coming in, whatever you think you may have to subject yourself to, you won't have to subject yourself to it much longer. Like I said, when you start some type of job or you're doing something, you're going to be placed in a position where you can meet new people that are like earth angels here on earth that are meant to help you Like, give you community, give you outreach as you get over this person and you release them. You are about to release them, and this person is gonna flip the fucking script on you because they can feel you. They can feel you mentally gathering your composure. This person, I'm here. Strike one. Dun, dun, dun. This person likes to play hardball with you, and they've had more than one strike. Okay, now they're supposed to be out of there. But this person likes to put you in a position where it's like, oh, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that to y'all. Watch how I play this game. Watch how I do this shit. And it's like you keep getting saved in the nick of time. So someone's gonna be returning to you. And they're gonna expect you to accept them with open arms and have very little to no boundaries when it comes to them. Okay, and it's because they could feel you releasing the toxic bond between the two of you. Because we have the 7, 8, 9. Okay, this person like to eat you up. Pac-Man. Gotta catch them all. They like to eat your ass up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This person is going to see that you're able to see the truth. You're able to see the truth. And this is a blessing. That's why it's coming up like a blessing in disguise. Okay, you knew this was going to happen. Somebody here may be reconciling with someone here, and you knew this was going to happen. It's like, I already know you're lying to me. I already know you went back to some type of dysfunctional ass relationship. I already know. I already know you are. I already know that you're just using me and you're waiting to tell me this bad news once you got all you want out of me. So you could have been praying for this person. Mama, pray for me. Or you could be older than this person. They could be a lot younger than you. Walking 10 toes. I've been paranoid, but nobody knows. Anxiety. Look at this shit. This is why I love doing what I fucking do. Look at this. The 9 of Swords with the stress in reverse. The clarity for you is to relieve your stress, man. Relieve your stress. Whatever's causing you to be unable to sleep at night. Got you puzzled. Wondering what you gonna do. You dealing with a bad boy. What you gonna do? Music could be, you could have clairaudience. You're hearing the voice of the Holy Spirit within, but it's communicating to you in a way that's not familiar to you because it's too 3D dimensional. But the only way that Spirit could talk to you is for it to be bumbled. Okay, because Spirit has to get a message to you and discreetly because you in the thick of it. So it has to come through the radios. It has to come through a premonition. It has to come through something like that because you way in the valley. Okay, the divine doesn't come down to those levels of consciousness, but the divine will intercede on your behalf when you ask for it. And when you ask for God to intercede on your behalf, you'll get messages through signs, synchronicities, music, all the 3D matrix things. Whether you look in the mirror and you like having a phenomenon, like some type of happening, and it's like, what does this mean? That is how the divine will communicate to you from that level. But you will have to raise your vibration in order for you to be one with the great I am. And that's a fact. That's coming from fucking experience. And sometimes, from my experience, if you really, really low down in depression, as low as I was, God used my children to give me a message. Whether they said something like "I love you," or it was just looking through their motherfucking eyes, the windows into their soul. I knew God was speaking to me. So that's some of you guys. You may feel like that, even if you in the pits of fucking hell. A God gonna find a way to get you send you a bird. It may come to a bird bitch. I don't fucking know. It may come to a bird bitch where they send someone in, and that person come and fuck around with your person. And then you be like, see, you can't prevent birds from coming in, but you don't even know God sent that woman in as a distraction, as a decoy. And while that person is occupied, okay, while the demon is occupied on that fucking decoy, your ass supposed to be able to see. Okay, I'm hearing lightning never strikes twice in the same place. So if you like, well, I don't have no receipts because they didn't do it here. Lightning never strikes twice in the same place. So of course this person gonna learn how to lie to you better and better and better. Why the fuck would they want to get caught in the same position twice? Nonetheless, lightning is still striking. All right, so it has to come through a form where it's not easily picked up on. And so you may be saying, damn, I feel like God talking to me. No, you think God is trying to do it without making your enemies aware. We're trying to get you up out of there. We're trying to get you up out of hell. We're trying to give you safe passage. The coast is fucking clear. Let me tell you, when I performed my great escape, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the resources. I didn't know how I was going to get out of that situation. Matter of fact, I didn't have a fucking car. I was going to have to rent one. Okay? But when it was time, when you an angel and it's time for you to, when you've learned all that you is for you to learn, angels get called. Okay? The angels get called. And you are being called, my dear. I don't know if you follow me on my other channel, but when you ready, call TT. Okay, it's all you gotta do. Go onto your thing and just say calling TT. And that's for when you're ready to grow, it's for when you're ready to develop. But right now, we just need to know what this energy is. Okay, so like I said, don't come over there if you ain't ready for the next level. But right now, this is just identifying the mess. Okay. This is stop the generational pattern. Stop the dysfunction. Stop. You can stop it. You've analyzed it over and over and over again in your mind. You've mapped it out. But anyway, as I was saying about my little escape plan, they're gonna be all right. If you like, well, how's it gonna make this person feel? They're gonna feel abandoned. They're gonna feel abandoned all eternity. Child, they're gonna be all right. In a couple of years, your kid's gonna be all right. In a couple of years, even the person that you leave is going to go through a series of withdrawals. And that demon is going to, listen, what makes a demon is it doesn't want to integrate into the light. But you can't force them to integrate into the light. That particular demon just was meant to teach you a lesson or teach you some things to help you self-reflect. These relationships are for mirrors to help you self-reflect. All right, what you think you see in that person is a reflection of yourself. All right, now listen. Because what shadows do not have reflections. Okay? They can only swap places with you. They do not have reflections. They are the motherfucking reflection. Do you see what I'm saying? When you look in the shadow, when this light is casted over you, a shadow appears. It's your shadow. So the demons that this person possesses, you resonate with them because it's partly your shadows too. It's your trauma too. It's your aspects of yourself that you ignore too. But they don't reflect their own shadow. They can't until they step into the light. Now, stop the dysfunction, stop the pattern. There was something I need to tell you about this money, okay? Because I said I needed a van, but they only had cars. And so I booked a car. And something told me in my spirit when I went to go pick up the car, just to accept whatever I had. Whatever was going to come, it's going to come. Just accept whatever I had, I'll make it work. And I was ready. When I got there, the person says, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. We do not have any more cars available. All we have are vans. Let me tell you, mind you, I had this reservation at this particular location for a minute. And it was like in that moment, I'm like, do you see? And so I got the van for the price of a car. And the tank was on full. What else? When I went to go get my stuff out of the house, my person at the time was occupied on the video game, and so he was in knee deep in that shit, and so he wasn't distracted. His pick-me's are online in the virtual world. Nonetheless, they were still doing their job. Okay, they were occupying space, and that gave me the opportunity to do what? Be on the run. I was on the run tour, so I know this energy. Spirit ain't gonna have me connect with nothing that I cannot drive it home, especially if you're dealing with any situation like this. You on the run tour? Professional. I'll bolt in a minute. And that's okay. It's you on your self-love journey. And so when you're trying to break any addictions, any ties, any habits or whatever, you got to get real with yourself. You got to finally say, yes, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. But don't make this decision because I'm telling you, or it's in your energy. When you're ready to make your decision, you will make it. Until then, continue doing you, boo. Good news is on the way for you. All right, what clarity you have? Some of y'all about to get a little check through some loss of inheritance or something. This person doesn't come out of their own funk until you leave them. Whatever issues that they have, as long as you're loyal to them, it's like enabling them. You coddle them. Okay. Oh yeah. They also telling you don't be telling the people that be doing you fucked up your plans. You be over there, I'm gonna do this, and at 5 p.m. I'm gonna do that. And there's just certain little things that you gotta stop doing. Okay. This person don't want to lose you. You gotta stop doing certain little things, and that's gonna tell them like this person has studied you. Okay, and they feel like you are, like, even though you see the truth, something about this saying that the truth is that even though you saw the truth about this person, you still went all in. You still went all in, and that made this person feel like you were a perfect candidate. See, even in a situation, let me tell you how the divine work. Even in this situation right now, I don't care what your man look like, what his complexion is, where he's from, his nationality. We all have been dating the same energy. That's how it works. Variations of the same energy. We all have been dating the same energy. Okay. And so, just like ants leave pheromones so that way other people can figure out where their food source is. Same thing happened here. When each one is helping one, as one healing gets out, we're leaving information and clues, breadcrumbs, taking a page out of the oppressor's book and breadcrumbing that shit, microdosing. But it is a self-love journey. When it rains, it pours. I came, I saw, I came, I saw. Yeah. ASAP too. His ass one of them as well. They all the same energy. I know that energy anywhere. Anywhere. I can see it. I know it. I feel it. It's in him. So, this is like I'm lying. I make it it's like I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. All right. This person can tell you, oh, I want to tell you everything. I'm going to do it right. And they apologize. Apology. You don't owe this person an explanation. You don't have to feel guilty. You feel guilty for lying to this person. You know how real it is when you feel guilty for keeping this one. You're so used to telling this person everywhere you go, everything you do, and doing everything together, that to not keep this person up to date and keep this to yourself, you're a bad liar when it comes to this person. I know. You're a bad liar. They trained you this way. They train you. They train you this way. No one's coming to save you. No one's gonna come fix you. You have to save yourself. I just told you, the angels can't come down to the pits of hell. That's why there's realms. You must ascend to a vibration that allows the angels to talk to you directly. And then, yes, the message will be more clear and more direct. But when we're picking up on a radio, we gotta hit certain frequencies. Okay. And the only way to talk to the dead is what? Through wave. We have to be on the energy frequency. You got to be on the telephone, radio. That's why certain devices picks up on the dead, the same energy. Yeah. Being in hell is equivalent to being unaware. Okay. So I feel like I'm putting you on. I feel like Spirit want me to put you on. Yeah, they don't want you having time to talk to God and all that other stuff. The fuck? Oh, I'm waiting on God to give me a sign. No, I said, tell me now what you want to do before you miss your opportunity. This is the energy that you've been dealing with. All right. So you're done waiting, and you're done waiting to see if this person is catching on to what you're trying to train your dragon. You're trying to train it. You can't trying to train a demon. You can't. That's how they get you. The more you try to train them, the more you get lost in the sauce. Okay. So this is what I'm showing up in the energy. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and I'll see y'all in the next one.